Good morning, book lovers of the internet. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe because for every subscriber, I get a new subscriber and they also read a page from a book of my choice. I am Steve. Well, not really. I am Book Nerd 0802, but in this video, I am going to be reviewing the Minecraft movie because I've been chatting about it on stream for a very long time now, and I finally found the opportunity to watch it online. Now, this one I gave 3.5 out of 5 stars, and it was about an hour and 30 minutes long, and I found it to be a whole ass fever dream. I wasn't expecting it to be so good, considering how bad, how laughably horrible the CGI actually is. Before I continue chatting about the movie, I want to show you this Ender Pearl, which I got from McDonald's, by the way. I was lucky enough to go there with my friends and get one of these. Um, so yeah, I think it looks pretty cool. It also came with this shiny card. I can't show you the back because there is a QR code on there, and some people might try to steal the the code. I do not want that to happen. So, yeah, I mean, the CGI, as I mentioned, was laughably horrible, and I wholeheartedly feel as though nostalgia is holding the movie together like boogers are holding Manny's blanket in Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Some of you will get that reference, other people might not. Culture yourself and watch the Diary of a Wimpy Kid movies, by the way. So, as little of a story as there was here, I really enjoyed the movie and would recommend it quite a lot. The cast is fantastic, and Jack Black and Jason Momoa are pretty amazing together. I was not expecting for Jason Momoa to go from being Khal Drogo in Game of Thrones to Aquaman in the DC universe to this guy in Minecraft, just a random cool guy in Minecraft, but they are pretty amazing together. They did a fantastic job. And ultimately, I suppose the message that I mainly derived from this movie was that creativity is extremely important, and one should never allow any villain to get you to think otherwise. And if anything, I strive to live my life looking at the world through a child's eyes because there is a certain beauty to observing the world from a perspective of never having grown up but still being clever enough to know what's right and what's wrong. And I think that is the main reason as to why I love Jack Black's character and personality so much. I mean, not only his character in Minecraft, his character of Steve, but the person he is. That is probably why I love him so much as an actor. My favorite part was definitely the bromance between Black and Momoa, and their interactions often made me chuckle since I have a similar kind of relationship with a good buddy of mine, and he definitely knows who he is, by the way. If you're watching the video, leave a comment down below, don't be shy. It was beautiful, and I'm happy to have been exposed to it. And I would probably watch the movie again just to see the vibe they had going on with each other. I hardly think they were acting, by the way. Just a bit of a disclaimer there. I don't think they were acting. I think it was all genuine human connection, which is what made it even lovelier. The final 10 minutes of the movie were especially delightful, and not because the movie drew to a close, but because the characters got the happy endings I feel as though they deserved after going through so much in a world which wasn't even their own. Honestly, some things I have to criticize. For instance, the chicken jockey section was quite underwhelming, if I'm being honest, because I saw many videos online where people were making entire messes in theaters when the chicken jockey scene came up, and apart from that, frustrating me quite a lot because it is completely disrespectful to the people who work at the cinema. It was honestly underwhelming. I don't understand why people made so much of a fuss about it. And the Technoblade reference, this I am not being critical here, but the Technoblade reference almost brought a tear to my eye since I found it to be so sweet that they gave him the attention he deserves posthumously. And I would recommend, as I mentioned, and I can totally understand why it is such a successful movie. And there is something so charming in its simplicity, and yeah, I do look forward to a sequel as well. Hopefully, I know that this goes against what I've been saying, but I do kind of hope that the CGI remains the same horrible CGI which was in the first movie. I don't really want them to change anything because that added to the humor of the movie, and it kind of feels as though you're looking at the movie through a child's eyes, through the perspective of a person who is still very young, who can't distinguish between good editing and horrible CGI, and that is what added this certain spark to the movie, in my opinion. So this could have basically been made in a cave with a box of scraps, by the way. But the nostalgia truly does tie everything together. And one final point I wish to make is how Jennifer Coolidge from Two Broke Girls really was a fantastic addition to this movie, and her relationship with the villager was both surprising and hilarious. I was not expecting for it to be so entertaining, especially in the post-credit scene. You should take a look at that, by the way. Completely worth your time. But I think that is all I had to say about the Minecraft movie. I've been joking about with my friends, saying Flint and Steel, or The Nether, or Chicken Jockey, or I Am Steve. With every opportunity I get, or Diamond Armor full set, and I actually learned so many more through watching this movie. I can now understand all the references, and yeah, I feel bad for the people who haven't yet found the time to watch this very short and sweet movie. If you're a fan of Minecraft, I would definitely recommend this. And yeah, that is all I had to say. Let me know what you thought of my review in the comment section, what you think of the movie, if you have watched it yourself. If you haven't, do so immediately. And make sure to leave a like, comment, share, subscribe. Take a look at the rest of my content because why not? It's absolutely amazing. And I'll see you in the next one, hopefully very, very soon. Bye, guys.